So the next topic is about pointers and structures. That is, you're going to combine the concept of pointer along with your structures. Now look into the example. Structure is an employee. That is, employee is a structure created. You had e-code, name and salary. Just three elements I used. Just three elements I have used. So with that, we create a structure pointer. And then what are the elements? All these we have seen. EPTR, employee star EPTR I have given. Can you see? Employee star EPTR, which means that your variable associated to the structure employee is a pointer variable. That is, the variable associated with the structure is a pointer variable. So accessing, how to access the elements, how you can do is, one, with the help of your arrow operator. Arrow, how do you get? Your hyphen and your greater than symbol. Your hyphen and the greater than symbol. With these two only, you're going to access the elements of the pointer, the elements of the structure. So the syntax, can you see the syntax now here? Can you see the syntax? What I am underlining? Structure pointer and then your accessing operator and then the element name. Structure pointer, your accessing operator and then the element name. What is your accessing operator? Your hyphen and your greater than symbol. Your hyphen and your greater than symbol together is the accessing operator. With this only you will be able to access the elements of the structure pointer. With this only you will be able to access the elements of the structure pointer. Okay. Now the next, look into this example. EPTR is equal to e-code. That is from the previous structure you have to give. Assigns the value as employee. That is, assigns the value to the employee code. EPTR was your structure pointer variable. Structure pointer variable. EPTR was your structure pointer variable. And then 65736 is the value assigned to it. So you can make use of your functions, that is getters function, putters function, all these again could be used over here also. It's not that it is assigned only for your ordinary or your static variables, even for your pointer variables also, you can make use of your getters and putters functions. So getters, EPTR is your pointer variable and then ename is the element of the structure. So you can go on to input the value. Then EPTR and then the operator and salary. You can input the value for your salary. See, now look into the processing. Some calculation. Some calculation you see EPTR, your operator, salary, and then some calculation, that is star 0.12. That means you are displaying the 12% of your salary. So this is how certain operations can be done with the help of your pointers and structures. Is this part clear now? So the next what you have is your self-referential structure. Self-referential structure means, that is your point variable that you have created. Yes or no? The variable that you have created will be one of the element of the same structure. The variable that you have created will be one of the element of the same structure. Now please look into the example. Look into this example. What happens here is employee is the name of your structure. Employee is the name of your structure. Then you have the first three lines you will be familiar, I think. So that is simply having the required elements. That is e-code, enum, ename and salary. These part you are clear. Now look into the fourth line. Look into the fourth line. Look into the line which I am underlining. Employee star EP. Employee star EP. Actually, this star EP is a pointer variable assigned to your structure. Star EP is a pointer variable assigned to your structure. Now, this itself becomes one of the element to the structure. This itself becomes one of the element to the same structure. This way of allocation or having a reference is known as your self-referential structure. That is, this way of having the same variable to the same structure is known as your self-referential structure. What happens here is, this is your dynamic way of allocating your structure. This is another way of dynamically allocating a structure. That is, it is going to create a link. It is going to create a link. So how to do this? How to do this will be, you have a box over here. That is, in detail, you will be learning this in your third chapter, that is known as your links. That is known as your links. So what happens is, this box will be divided into two segments. One is for the address and the other is for the content. One is for the address and the other is for the content. So these two will be interlinked with each other. These two will be interlinked with each other. This is how it will be created in the memory. These will be created in different parts of the memory. This self-referential structure, the values it is going to contain will be scattered around your memory, but you're going to link it with the address. You're going to link it with the address. These two portions will be, one will be for your data and the other will be for your address. Details of this we will be learning it in third chapter. So that's it with this chapter. The next